Welcome to a few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, the first Shabbos after Pesach, we have the privilege of reading Parshas Shmini. One of the topics that Parshas Shmini deals with are kosher birds and animals. When it comes to the animals, we know that the signs are one must chew its cud and have split hooves, and that there are only 4 animals that have only one of the 2 signs, either chewing their cud and have split hooves, and those 4 animals are the only 4 that are mentioned in the Torah that have one of 2 signs, and from that day to this day, there has never been any other animal shown to have only one of these 2 signs. This is one of the proofs of the divine origin of the Torah, that the Torah 3,300 years ago said that there's only 4 animals with one of the 2 signs. Never have there been another animal shown to possess one of the 2 signs and no other. When it comes to the birds, specific birds are mentioned. And the nature of those birds are generally that the birds are like a vulture, a carnivorous animal, or an attack animal, while the gentler species, even amongst the animals also, but yes, amongst the birds, are generally kosher. There's one exception to this rule, and that's the bird known as the chasidah. The chasidah is so called because it has a chassid nature. There's a very kind nature. As the Gemara in Chulin on Samach Gimel points out, that the reason it's called a chasidah, whatever that particular species is, whether it's a stork or a pelican, whatever it is, it provides mizonos for its friends. So this would be an animal, a bird, that has a certain very positive nature about it. And yet, it's listed among the animals, the birds, that are not kosher. What's the reason for that? So the Iyar quotes Rashi on this particular pasuk, which says, it does kindness, chassid, im chavroseha, with her friends. That's the key. It does chesed only with like me people, only with birds like me, only those who I like. While the true chassid, the true kind Jew, the pious Jew, has to be somebody who spreads his kindness to others, not only those who are exactly like you, not only those who daven in your shul, from the same nusach, wear the same Shabbos-type clothing, let's say, or the same kippah, or the same hat, which has to be the right color, or the streimel, and depending on how high it is. No, none of that flies when it comes to the Jewish people. A chasidah is not kosher because it only does kindness im chavroseha. That's not kosher in the Jewish world. In the Jewish world, we have to reach out and do kindness to all. In fact, the real kindness is when you can reach out to someone who's not exactly like you. Show your love and concern for every Jew, for every member of Klal Yisrael's family, especially those who are not like you, so that you can bring them closer and make them feel as part of Klal Yisrael. Because the Hasidah, so called because he does kindness with her friends, is not a kosher bird. And a Jew who only does kindness with exactly like people is not really a kosher Jew either. Let's take the lesson of these beautiful psukim that teach us what the inner core of the Jew should be, and spend our time thinking of how we can express kindness and share the wealth and beauty of Torah with others on this Shabbos of Parshas Shmini, Mevorchim Hachodesh, Iyar. Have a wonderful Shabbos.